It's a chilly morning at Audubon High School, but it doesn't matter. We're inside the home of the Green Wave. We have Audubon Holiday Tournament coverage at Audubon High School. It's between the Penns Grove Red Devils and the Vineland Fighting Clan. Good morning, Colin Morris. That is the excellent Jake Clark. And Jake, we're excited to be here this morning. Audubon Holiday Tournament Constellation coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a pretty solid game here between the Vineland Fighting Clan and Penns Grove. And I think that the big thing right now is, even though it's a consolation game and they didn't get the result they wanted in the first round of the tournament, this is still going to come up on the regular season record. And both these teams are struggling a little bit. One's 1-3, the other is 0-4. And so for both of these teams, it's going to be a good way to try and pick up a win against an opponent that has a similar record and to be able to try and start to propel the season forward a little bit and get things going on the right track.
And, you know, for both squads, right, they suffered losses yesterday in the seeding round, the opening rounds of the tournament. So it's going to be big, like you said, to get back on track today with a win. For Penns Grove, it's going to be about getting that first win. For Vineland, it's going to be trying to get back to that winning culture they have to get to.
Yeah, I think so. And I think the big thing is what team can minimize their mistakes. A lot of these teams, especially when you have poor records, you see a lot of turnovers, you see a lot of sloppy play. What team can be able to take care of the ball, to make the right passes, to take open shots and be able to knock them down? I think that's going to be the big key between Vineland and Penns Grove here today.
Well, we're excited to get going at Audubon. We'll be back in just a moment with opening coverage of this consolation game. You're watching Dan Wilkins Broadcasting from Audubon High School. Good. You said with 1 minute left? And we welcome you back to Audubon High School for Audubon Holiday Tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Thanks for joining us once again. Colin Morris, Jake Clark, Javier Harris with you, as well as Dan Wilkins. And we will meet the starters now for each squad, Penns Grove and Vineland. For Vineland, it's going to be Takira Tucker, Samson, Milana Golf, Ramirez, and Banusela. For Vineland, for Penns Grove on the other side, it's going to be Newman, Patterson, Washington, Cummings, and Rodriguez.
Again, these are two teams here that are struggling to start the year. Vineland 1-3, Penns Grove 0-4. They didn't get the result they wanted in the first round of the tournament, but this is a good opportunity for both of these teams to get a win against a comparable opponent and try and get the ship righted early in the season.
As the Red Devils win the opening toss, here's an early shot, a three, it's no good. Off the fingertips, I believe, of Washington. They're going to say it is Fighting Clan ball to start, and we're underway from Audubon. The inbound, bringing it up here. Milana Golf, the point guard up top. Now a pass out to Basana is going to put it up, and good. Good start for the Fighting Clan. They're up 2-0, 7:35 to go.
Looks as though Vineland's going to be aggressive here, bringing out the full court press early.
Here comes Newman down the court on the near side. Ball is knocked out in the corner. Now looking to make a move inside. Shot here, no good. Rebound and taken up by Vineland. Here comes Tucker on the fast break. Makes a move, the foul, and good.
Strong take there by Takira Tucker in transition, 2-on-1, had the option to make the pass and instead goes up strong, takes the contact, gets the layup to fall, and now a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
Takira Tucker's free throw, it is good, and Vineland takes the 5-point lead to start. Not even a minute old in today's contest. The inbound and a foul right away. It is on Janelle Sampson.
Yeah, Sampson just a little bit too handsy there on the inbound, but things like that can happen with the full court press, with Vineland trying to be aggressive.
Arid inbound to Patterson, now looking to work in the middle. Good pass in the middle there to Rodriguez. Now back out. A long two and no good. Rebounded by Tucker again, and here she comes again. Just had the three-point play for Vineland. Now back up top to Sampson. Over to Goff. Goff in the corner to Ramirez. Now back up top to Sampson. Shot is no good, nearly out of bounds. It will stay in. Now they're going to say it was out of bounds on Cummings. So Vineland will keep possession here with 6:26 to go. Vineland's up 5-0.
Yeah, good effort by Cummings to try and keep it in bounds, but unfortunately steps out on the baseline and Vineland gets the ball back.
There's the inbound, no good on the shot, and taking it up here for Penns Grove. Here comes Cummings on the near side. Cummings, ball's knocked out. That was Rosali Ramirez on the coverage.
And again, Vineland, less than 2 minutes into this game, going to be aggressive on the defensive side of things, trying to force Penns Grove into a lot of turnovers.
And there's one right on cue, Jake. Here comes Basala down the court, falls over, ball is out, and rebounded by the Red Devils, now taken right back. A foul on the shot taken up by Takira Tucker. And she'll go back to the line after her three-point play just a few moments ago.
Yeah, Takira Tucker stealing the ball right back. I like the way that she's playing right around the rim, doing an excellent job of fighting inside and getting trips to the line.
Tucker's first free throw is no good off the back iron.
A little bit too strong there on the free throw. But again, I really like the way that Vineland has played here. They're doing an excellent job of being aggressive on the defensive side of things.
Tucker's second free throw is good, but I don't believe it's going to count.
I think it's a lane violation, so
And it
Vineland
is.
was entering the lane before the shot fell, and as a result, the basket's waved off.
Here comes Washington, now down to Rodriguez, no good. Rebounded by Tucker again, and then thrown out of bounds on the near side. It will stay Red Devils ball.
It's the right idea by Tucker. Try and pass it out. Vineland wants to play fast here, but unfortunately the pass gets deflected, and they end up turning the ball over.
Newman will inbound. Good pass there to Washington. Washington looking to work on the defense. No good. And will go back Vineland's way.
Right now for Penns Grove, they're really struggling. They're trying to get the ball inside, but Vineland's doing a good job of denying them the ball and making shots difficult in the low post.
Banuelos in the corner. Good pass in the middle. And good on the finish. It's Janelle Sampson once again. An excellent pass from Alexa Banuelos. And Vineland has gone up 7 with 5:27 to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's, as the scoreboard shows, it's been all Vineland here doing an excellent job. We're going to take a quick step off the air right here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting.
As we welcome you back to Audubon High School, you're watching coverage of the Audubon Holiday Tournament on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, brought to you by Harper's Driving School. Over 90% of students take their New Jersey State driving test with Harper's pass on the first attempt. Book an appointment today at 614 Lambs Road, Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex. Here comes Penns Grove right away as the ball's turned over and picked up by Tucker. Here comes Tucker. Pass over for Vineland. Now in the paint, shot and good. Vineland converts. It's Milana Golf, and they're up by 9 with 5 minutes to go.
Right now, the big difference in this game has been the way that Vineland has been able to force turnovers.
And right on cue, there's Golf again, who tried to go back up and is fouled, and she'll go to the line for the first time this morning. And right as you said, Jake, right on cue, Vineland continuing to produce their own luck and produce their own turnovers, as the Red Devils seem to have no answer early on.
Yeah, so far this full court press from head coach Ashley Cornwall is working to a T right now, to absolute perfection. And for Vineland, they've done a nice job of moving in transition before the defense can get set. If they're able to continue to do that, they might be able to run away with this game.
Golf's first free throw is no good, and the second one is the same result. That one trying to bounce it off of the Red Devils defender, and now it's out of bounds, and they're going to say it will go the other way, and it'll be Penns Grove ball.
And for Penns Grove, step number one has to be finding a way to beat this press.
As that ball was deflected.
And once they're able to beat the press, I think step number two has to be finding easy ways to score inside.
There's Washington right away, looking to get the first points on the board for Penns Grove. It's no good. Rebounded there by Ramirez. Here comes Vineland. It's off the fingertips. A solid pass there from Sampson. Unable to convert is Banuelos. And out of bounds, it'll be Penns Grove ball. As subbing in for Vineland, Charlia Miles. the senior forward. Her first minutes of the morning. It'll be an inbound from Newman. Gonna go outside, cover tightly there, and picked up by Vineland. Will be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, that's a tough break right there for Miles because you do everything right, you get the steal, but unfortunately 1 foot over the 1 foot on each side of the half-court line right there. The right call by the official, I think, but just a tough break for Vineland.
Good pass to Cummings and a foul now. We'll await the call. I believe it was on Ramirez. It's Vineland's second so far with a 9-point lead. The inbound here, good pass. Out to Blackston. Now Blackston's gonna work in, it's no good. Rebounded by herself, it's Cummings again, another foul. So Cummings went up to get her own offensive rebound and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line, for the first time tonight and the first time this morning for the Red Devils.
I like the aggressiveness, but they're gonna call it on the floor now. Regardless, still, I like the aggressiveness from Cummings. I think to combat the aggressiveness of Vineland, they've also got to play physical, and the Red Devils are trying to answer back with some physicality of their own.
There's Washington to Cummings, now back to Washington, and she draws the foul, and this time they're going to say it was a shooting foul. So Washington will get her first chance at the line tonight. 4:22 to go in the first quarter. It's a 9-0 Vineland lead. And the first points of the night for Penns Grove will come from Michaela Washington. Her first free throw is good.
And that's big right there for Penns Grove, just being able to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. And now they can try and go on a little bit of a run here.
Second free throw, no good. Ramirez will take it up. Now on the far side, here comes Tucker, and a foul right away on Janiah Cummings.
Yeah, Cummings isn't happy with the call, but that is the right call by the official. Her feet were not set as Vineland was driving inside.
Good pass there in for Vineland. The shot is no good by Ramirez. Rebounded by the Red Devils, It was Washington now out of bounds and will stay Red Devils ball. Washington will inbound to Patterson. Now over to Cummings. Cummings on the near side. Good pass to Blackston. Now layup, no good. Rebounded by Tucker, and here comes Tucker. Getting back there, a good pass in the middle. No good. Rebounded by Tucker herself, and right up.
Takira Tucker has been excellent on the boards here for the Fighting Clan, not only on the defensive glass, but a couple offensive rebounds that have resulted in second chance points.
Tucker nearly got the turnover, then I believe got poked in the face. And now taking it up is Cummings. Now over to Patterson. Patterson looking to take it all the way home. It's no good. In and out, and rebounded by Tucker again. Takira Tucker making her presence felt early. Here she comes, looking to go all the way home, and now a good pass. No good, put up by Vineland. Now taken right back out. There's Cummings. Cummings now back over to Washington. Washington lost it for the moment. Now over to Blackston. Blackston's going to let one fly. No good. Rebounded by Miles. Now taken up by Ramirez. And now another backcourt on Vineland. So another quick mental mistake for the Fighting Clan. And now...
And you don't want those mental mistakes to happen, but right now here for Vineland, they've got a 10-point lead on the scoreboard with 2:53 left to go. And I think for Penns Grove, the talk now has to be here for head coach Denby and the Red Devils, that they've got to do a better job of beating the press. That right now is what's stemming all of their issues. Vineland's gotten so many turnovers off of being aggressive on the press. And number two is just finding a look to go down when they get inside the paint. Penns Grove has gotten fairly good looks from inside the low post. They just can't seem to take the lid off right now. Their only point has come at the free throw line, and it's not early in this first quarter anymore. They've got to do a better job of beating the press and converting on those chances down low.
And on the other side for Vineland, well, they're just continuing to create their, own turnovers. The press, as you mentioned, Vineland is continuing to put pressure on this Red Devils offense, as the inbound will come from Washington. Now in the corner, back up top to Blackstein, now in the middle. Here comes Cummings, shot no good. Then Cummings with her own rebound, looking to put it back up, and in and out, no good again. Off the deflection of Washington. And now they're going to say it was out of bounds on Washington, and it will go the Fighting Clan's way. Inbounded up to Patterson. Patterson on the near side, looking to make a move. Now back up top for Vineland. Now the shot, and good.
Vineland got away with an illegal screen right there. Miles was definitely moving her feet and clipped the defender, something that the officials missed, and head coach Denby for Penns Grove was not happy with the missed call.
Now in the corner, Patterson's going to let a long two go. It's no good, and now out of bounds for the Red Devils. Will go back Vineland's way. I'm not sure if that was a 3 attempt. Her foot was on the line, though, so with under 2 minutes now, Vineland's going to look to capitalize on that. Both teams have 4 fouls early in the first quarter. Now she's tripped up and taken away by Patterson. Patterson's looking to go the whole way, puts it up, and good. Good breakaway from Keziah Patterson, the sophomore, and finishes with 1:40 to go.
And that's something that Penns Grove is going to have to do a whole lot more of if they want to get back into this game. Get out in transition and score before the defense can get set.
And Wallace turns the ball over. Here comes Cummings again. She'll put it up, and a foul right away. That's going to be on Wallace, who just turned the ball over. And now Janiah Cummings is going to go back to the line. 1:28 to go, 13-3 Vineland lead.
And again, even though it's a 10-point game right now and Vineland has done all of the big things right, they're still making little mental mistakes. And I think that right now, if Penns Grove is able to capitalize on the defensive side of things and be able to get out in transition where they were able to score a moment ago, we could see things shift in favor of the Red Devils.
Cummings' first free throw, no good. The second one is the same result. Offensive rebound, Cummings going to put it right back up. No good, off the iron again, and now another foul on Michaela Washington. So it was a foul that will send her back to the line, but either way, Vineland in the penalty with 5 fouls, unlike collegiate and professional level where it's 6. And now a sub for Vineland coming in. It'll be Ramirez checking back in. Miles checking out. Here's the first free throw for Washington. And no good. Rebounded here by Goff, taking it all the way up. Good pass on the inside to Bonuales and finishes with 1:13 to go. Vineland takes the 12-point lead.
Well, that's been the bread and butter for Vineland all day, getting out in transition.
And getting it right back here is Wallace. Now another pass to Bonuales in the paint, and a foul again. And she'll go back to the line. Vineland once again, Jay, creating those turnovers with the press, and with 1 minute to go, Vineland's going to look to extend their lead in the first quarter. Yeah,
the press has worked wonders for the Fighting Clan here today, and they've done an excellent job. And I think the big thing is both of these teams, again, we talked about it, there was going to be a lot of turnovers. Right now, all the turnovers are, unfortunately for Penns Grove, coming from one side, and I think that right now Vineland has capitalized on about just every single one of them, and they're doing a good job of getting set on their offense before the defense can get set.
Bonuales, the freshman forward, converts on both of her free throws, and now it's turned over again by the Red Devils, I believe. Now they're going to say Penns Grove's going to keep possession. It'll be inbounded by Newman to Patterson. Patterson up top. The screen there from Blackstein, now covered tightly and off the foot of Janelle Sampson.
I mean, that's a smart play there by Patterson, and really the only play that she had is really, really close to the out-of-bounds line right here on the near side. Smart to just kick it off the defender and wait for another inbound.
Nearly taken away again. Now thrown up here on the far side for Newman. Now Newman back up top for Patterson. They'll reset. Now looking to take it in the lane. Nothing doing. Vineland displaying that strong defense of theirs. Look to get it over to Patterson, but now taken away by Vineland. Here comes the fast break and another foul. It was Milana Golf looking to go up with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. She's fouled once again. We'll go back to the line for Vineland.
Another thing that we haven't really talked about a whole lot is how well Vineland has done getting to the free throw line. They're not afraid to be physical. They're not afraid to fight through contact, and as a result, they're getting a lot of whistles and a lot of free throw attempts.
First free throw for Golf is good. Extending the dominating offensive quarter for the Fighting Clan. Second one is no good. Rebounded on the offense by Banu Salas, and now up top, 11 seconds to go. Now trying to get it back is the Red Devils and out of bounds on Vineland. They're going to say it was out of bounds on Sampson. The inbound to Newman. Newman with 6 seconds, looking to take it up. Newman is going to lose, and it's going to be a backcourt violation once again. With just under 3 seconds to go, Vineland's going to have one last chance to put something on the board.
They're going to call a timeout here, maybe to talk something over. 2.8 seconds left to go. And right now for Penns Grove, even when they're able to get right around half court, the press still on strong for Vineland. They're doing an excellent job of forcing turnovers, and that's the big thing right now. If the Red Devils can limit the turnovers, they might be able to claw themselves back into this game. But even when they get possessions on the offensive end, they're struggling to convert in close, as it looks like we've got some players here for our upcoming game. 4 games here today at Audubon High School.
And that is as follows, 12:30 Morristown's Friends will take on the Hamilton Blue Devils. Me and Jake will be back on the call for that. And then later today, it's Defford and Audubon girls, and then Gloucester Catholic and Audubon boys. And Banu Salas will finish the dominating first quarter for Vineland, a 20 spot for the Fighting Clan, and they take the 20-3 lead into the second quarter. You're watching Audubon Holiday Tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. It's Vineland 20 and Penns Grove 3. We'll be back with second quarter coverage. You're watching Audubon Holiday Classic Tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. It's the girls' constellation matchup between the Penns Grove Red Devils and the Vineland Fighting Clan. This broadcast is brought to you by Dog Pro Wrestling, New Jersey's premier pro wrestling organization with high-flying entertainment throughout the Garden State. Book Dog, D-A-W-G, for your next outing at dogprowrestling.com. Thanks for joining us in Audubon, a chilly Sunday morning. Who doesn't like some Sunday basketball? But here's Sampson right away for Vineland, no good. Offensive rebound by Banu Salas, and good. And the domination on the offensive side of the ball continues for the Fighting Clan.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. An excellent offensive rebound for Banu Salas.
And here comes Penns Grove right away. A foul. They're going to say it was no good.
I believe they're...
Oh, they're going to give it to her.
I believe they count the basket.
They are going to give it to her. It's Keziah Patterson looking for the and one play. An excellent drive and finish for the sophomore. And she'll go to the line and try to make it a three-point play. Patterson's free throw is no good, and now
I think the officials got a little bit tied up. You don't see that often. So the free throw is no good. The officials are going to have to talk about this. I don't know who's going to get the inbound here.
I believe it's going to be Penns Grove, but I'm not sure how that would work, as they did count the basket, but no one went for it after the and one.
I think that's an advantage for Penns Grove there, because typically the defensive team, more often than not, is able to get the rebound. So a big break there for the Red Devils.
A long three, no good. That was Newman, and now rebounded here by Ramirez. Ramirez out to Goff. Goff at the top, a reach in and a foul right away on Newman. Newman, not a terrible shot attempt for the senior on the last possession.
Yeah, I like the shot there from the corner, but I think that for Penns Grove to get back in this game, they've got to play just as quick as Vineland.
Good pass to Sampson, looking to work in. Now nothing. Now a long two for Tucker, no good. And out of bounds on Penns Grove. Newman in disapproval, but I believe it may have been the correct call. Inbound out to Banu Salas, and another foul. Alexia Banu Salas continues to working in the paint and dominating early offensively with 7:24 to go. She'll go back to the line.
Well, for Banu Alice and Tucker, there's really been no answer for the Fighting Clan once they get the ball inside. They're either fouled or they go to the free throw line, or they're able to get the basket.
And Banu Salas has been excellent from the line so far this morning. She converts again. A 23-5 lead for the Fighting Clan early on. Banu Salas' second free throw is good, so she goes 2 for 2 again from the line.
And if you're knocking down free throws like that when you already have a big lead, it's going to be tough for Penns Grove to claw their way back into it.
There's Newman and Rodriguez, and now trying to keep it in there is Patterson, laying out on the court side right by the Vineland bench, but is unable to and will be inbounded by Ramirez. Ramirez to Tucker up top. Tucker looking to make a move in the paint. Tucker looking to finish and cannot. In and out, no good. Banu Salas again will go back to the line. Another offensive rebound, and just after going 4 for 4 in her last 2 attempts at the line, she'll head right back. Oh, now they're going to say it was a foul on Banu Salas.
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, some of the officials here, only 2 of them, but they don't seem to be on the same page on a lot of things. It looked like everybody lined up like it was going to be a free throw attempt, and then Penns Grove was able to inbound the ball. Now this one, a clear foul against Vineland. So Penns Grove to inbound, but with already the 1 free throw, one thought it was 2, the other knew it was 1. This has been interesting here. It's not that early, but I guess everybody needs their coffee, right?
There's Newman on the attempt, no good. Now put back up by Washington and finally rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's looking to take it all the way again. Now we'll slow it down. Let her team get set. Now back up top for Vineland. It's Goff. Over to Tucker on the far side. Tucker's going to look to make a move all the way home. We'll put it up, no good. Now to Banu Salas, and ended up being an excellent look for Tucker. Banu Salas on the finish with 6:30 to go. Vineland continues to dominate. Now here comes Penns Grove trying to get anything going and turn right over. There's Ramirez. Now to Sampson. Will put it up and good. Janelle Sampson continuing working hard. Another turnover right under the basket. Milana Goff. Penns Grove can't get anything going. Now a good pass there from Patterson. Now turn right over again. Vineland. Penns Grove with just no answer. Sampson again. And finally a Penns Grove timeout. My goodness, what a turn of events for Vineland. That completely changed the course of the game. And now with 5:56 to go, we're going to step aside on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Audubon Holiday Tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Thanks for joining us from the home of the Green Wave. Colin Morris, Jake Clark with you. Javier Harris on the production. Dan Wilkins, the man himself, of course. The inbound for the Red Devils. What a turn of events for the Vineland Fighting Clan, just continuing to dominate with that press. Penns Grove just looking to get it past half court, which they do this time. And now a good pass inside to Newman. And out of bounds on Vineland. Banu Salas on the deflection. It'll be inbounded right away for Washington. Out to Patterson. Patterson looking to make a move. Patterson will put it up. It's no good, in and out. Rebounded by Banu Salas, now tipped right back to Newman. It's no good on the air ball, and here comes Tucker. Vineland up top to Sampson. Sampson's going to look to finish all the way home and cannot. Banu Salas on the offensive rebound, can't get it to go again. Tucker fumbled all the way through, and now finally picked up by Penns Grove. And a travel called on Patterson, and will go back Vineland's way.
And for Vineland, they're not able to score there, but more often than not, they're doing such an excellent job of creating turnovers. And you saw it right there. There was nobody running back to try and stop that fast break for Penns Grove. 3 red jerseys to Penns Grove's none.
And there's Banu Salas once again in the paint, just continuing to make her presence felt early on here in Audubon. And now with 5:11 to go, it'll be another foul on Tucker, I believe. 34-5 lead for Vineland, a blowout in the second quarter already. And some things are going to have to change fast for Penns Grove if there's going to be any difference in this game.
Yeah, a lot of things are going to change. And again, it starts with beating the press. Right now, that's where almost all of Vineland's points have come from turnovers that they've created on the defensive end, which leads to easy offense on the other end of the floor. And right now, for the Red Devils, they've got to do a much better job. Maybe now they're in the bonus. So the positive is you're going to get some free throws here, but you've got to be able to convert on them. And with only 5 points here in the second quarter, it's definitely an uphill climb for Penns Grove.
Shooting here, Keziah Patterson. And her first free throw is good. As Penns Grove looks to get anything going here with 5:06 to go. Her second free throw coming here. And it's also good. So Keziah Patterson, the sophomore, goes 2 for 2 from the line here. As Tucker and Goff with some confusion in the backcourt. Now Tucker will take it up. Covered tightly by Patterson. Now Tucker looking to work on the paint. A good pass on the inside of Banu Salas. Off the tip, it's no good. Looking for the rebound was Ramirez, but couldn't get it to go. Now here comes Patterson once again, and a foul once again on Goff.
And I think for Penns Grove, it's huge to be in the bonus here at this point in the game. You're down big on the scoreboard, but you're going to get a lot of chances at the free throw line now. There's still 4:41 left to go here in the half, and every foul now gets you at least 1 free throw, if not 2. So big here for the Red Devils to try and cut the lead.
Patterson's first free throw is no good. She just went 2 for 2. As Vineland's going to make a couple substitutions here. Olivia Wallace will check back in, as well as Miles on the defensive side. Board is rebounded by Penns Grove, but no conversion, and now another foul for Penns Grove. That one was on Blackston, and she's going to go to the line for the first time tonight. Blackston with 4:38 to go. Like you said, Jake, looking to get anything going in the bonus here. Her first free throw is no good, and for the Red Devils, even though they're in the bonus, it doesn't mean anything unless they convert on the free throws.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't, and that's step number 1 is making your free throws. If you're going to get these free trips to the line, you've got to be able to convert to try and get yourself back into the game.
Second one no good as well, rebounded by Miles. Miles up to Tucker. Tucker over to Sampson. Sampson under the net, another foul right away. That one was on Blackston, who just missed her 2 free throws with 4:31 to go. Penns Grove only had 3 fouls in the second quarter. That one's out to Tucker. Tucker's going to let a three go. It's no good. And it was up top, off the top of the net, so we'll stop play and we'll go Penns Grove way. Patterson looking at anything going, and it's off of her foot, and we'll go Vineland's way. So another turnover for the Red Devils. That press, just applying pressure for the Red Devils.
Not only the turnovers, but also the amount of steals that Vineland has been able to accumulate here over this first half has been an astronomical number.
Now Miles' ball is nearly turned over and fumbled again. Finally got back by Wallace, and now fighting to the ground is Wallace and Blackston, and with 4:11, it's going to stay Vineland's ball. So another case of just the ball being loose on the floor, and Vineland and Penns Grove just fighting to get possession. Manu Salas will check out for the first time tonight, going to give some of her starters a rest. That's Coach Ashley Cornwall on the right side of the bench there. Olivia Wallace, another just young piece of this Vineland team, will inbound. This one over to Fester. Fester on a travel, and her first time checking in tonight. She'll turn the ball over right away, the sophomore guard.
I mean, there's been a lot of, I'm just noticing it now, but there's been a lot of times where the clock has stopped here. Feels like there's not even been a minute off the clock, and in real time, about 5 to 10 minutes have gone by. It's been, for a very fast-paced game, there's been a lot of fouls and a lot of free throw attempts, and with Penns Grove in the bonus, that certainly slows the pace of play down just a little bit.
Ball is turned over by Vineland there, and then taking it back down is Keziah Patterson, and although the gritty effort for Patterson, it doesn't matter. A travel is called, and will go back Vineland's way. Patterson, one of those players for Penns Grove that even though they're down big, has been putting in effort the entire game. That ball's rebounded by Penns Grove. It's Washington, and now a foul right away on Charlia Miles, one of the rare upperclassmen on this Fighting Clan team. As we talked about pregame, just that young core of Vineland on the girls' side for Coach Cornwall, and something that she'll look forward to for quite a few years to come, and just her second season with the Fighting Clan.
And again, very important here for Penns Grove to be able to cash in on these free throws. A lot of free chances with them being in the bonus.
First one is no good for Penns Grove. Michaela Washington back to the line. 3:28 to go. Second free throw is good off the backboard. And Penns Grove goes 1 for 2 on the free throw. Taking it up here is Wallace, and a foul right away. Wallace on the drive, Patterson on the foul, and now they're going to say it wasn't a shooting foul, so Wallace will inbound. Penns Grove only have 4 fouls, and now a shot right away, no good, rebounded by Michaela Washington again. Here comes Patterson on the near side. Patterson looking to work, a shot, no good, and will be a shooting foul again. Of course, with Vineland in the penalty already with 3:11 to go, Patterson's going to go back to the line again.
And we've mentioned that a lot. Penns Grove's getting to the line. They've been in the bonus for now over the halfway mark in this second quarter. But what's really interesting is a lot of times you see the team that commits more fouls is usually the one that trails on the scoreboard. That is the complete opposite case in this game here. Vineland has been fouling a lot, but Penns Grove is the one that trails big on the scoreboard here in the second.
Patterson's both free throws are good. So the first time tonight where Penns Grove converts on both. And just like you said, Jake, that's going to have to be something that they do. Taking up here for Vineland, it's Wallace again. Wallace looking for anything, now out to Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez over to Leon. Leon, her first time checking in tonight. Leon, ball is deflected, now picked up by Ramirez, and a foul right away for Penns Grove, and that's going to send Ramirez, the freshman, in the line, as that will put the Red Devils in the penalty.
It should send her to the line. Should be the 5th foul there. Looks like they're lining up for an inbound.
So I'm not sure how that's going to work. As said earlier, it feels like these refs are possibly not on the same page.
Yeah, that is now it says it's the 5th foul, and I think they were just waiting for it to change there on the scoreboard.
So now Ramirez.
Well, now both these teams are in the bonus, so any foul is going to send either side to the free throw line, which is good for both sides. For Penns Grove, it allows for them to try and cut into the lead, and here for Vineland, it allows for them to try and extend what's already a major lead on the scoreboard.
Rosali Ramirez, first free throw is good. Her second is no good. Rebounded by Washington. Washington to Patterson again. Patterson just going to take it up. She'll put it up. It's no good. Rebounded there by Cummings. It's no good. And now a foul once again.
Looks like they get that one on Cummings. She's not happy about it.
And she'll check out on cue. Cummings. Once again.
Wow, I think she fouled out. That's her 5th already.
In the second quarter with 2:40 to go, Janiyah Cummings, the center for Penns Grove, the junior, possibly one of the earliest foul outs I've ever seen in my life.
And that's just been the nature of this game. When it's physical, when you're trying to create turnovers on both sides, especially when the ball's moving around a lot, almost moving around like a pinball, how quick it's moving from team to team. Fouls are bound to happen, and for Cummings to foul out this early, being one of the better players on this Red Devils roster, certainly not a good sign there for Penns Grove as they try and mount a comeback.
Here's Patterson once again working in the lane. She'll put it up, no good. Kicked out. There's Patterson getting her own rebound, now falls over, trying to get it out, and a foul right away, and a travel once again on Patterson will go Vineland's way.
Yeah, Patterson, you like the effort there, diving for the loose ball, but when she rolls over, wise for the official to call the travel. Got to be able to get rid of it, maybe burn a timeout there to try and keep possession, but you can't roll over with the ball like that.
And solid covers from Ramirez as well, applying that pressure and not allowing her to get anything out of it. That one's out to Leon. Leon now in the corner. Leon along 2. It's no good off the front iron. Rebounded by Feister, and now it's out of bounds on Penns Grove, and Olivia Wallace will inbound once again.
That's another excellent job right there by Vineland on the offensive glass. Feister doesn't get the shot to go. It's deflected, but she was able to get her an offensive rebound, and now Vineland. The officials are looking at one of the players here for Vineland, Olivia Wallace.
I'm not sure what the confusion might be here.
It looked as though there was something that maybe with all the tossing and turning on the floor, something from the hardwood got stuck into her hair, and they were just trying to help her out. I think they were just trying to figure out if something was in her hair or not.
Now here's Wallace looking to drive, and she loses it. And here's Patterson. Patterson looking to take it all the way home on the fast break. She'll put it up and good. Keziah Patterson continuing to be the only thing Penns Grove has on the offensive side of the ball so far tonight with 1:30 to go in the half. It's a 36-12 game now.
That's something that Penns Grove has to do a lot more, create steals and get in transition. They've got to play Vineland's game and try and beat them at it.
Up top for Leon. Leon now over to Ramirez. Ramirez looking to take it herself in the paint with a lane. Will put it up and got it to go. Good finish for Rosali Ramirez, falling over on her right side. Gets it to go with just over a minute to go, and Vineland extends their lead.
I mean, talk about a circus shot right there. Starts on the left side, goes to the right. Nice finish by Ramirez.
Here's Patterson putting it up as well, and another foul right away. as it will send Patterson back to the line. As I mentioned previously, Patterson really the only source of offense coming out of the Red Devils team right now. Her first free throw is good. 55.7 to go from Audubon Holiday Tournament. Coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Thanks again for joining us. Colin Morris, Jay Clark on the call this morning. Just one of 4 games for DWB to start this Sunday morning.
Yeah, I mean, a great schedule that we have on hand here today for the Audubon Holiday Tournament. We've got this game here today. Morristown Friends taking on Hamilton in the boys' third-place game after this. Deptford and Audubon girls teams will play right around 2 o'clock for the championship. And then at 3:30, Gloucester Catholic and the Audubon boys team will play in the final game here today for the final match in the boys division.
As a couple turn of events there, while Jake was discussing the following games tonight, Fiester looked to put it up and then was out of bounds. It was nearly saved by Patterson on the far side of the court for going out of bounds. Now Wallace will inbound, 24.2, and tried to get it under Patterson but couldn't.
I think they got a 5-second violation there on the inbound, so Vineland wasn't able to get it in time. And that's a good defensive stand right there for Penns Grove, playing really good defense, so much so that Vineland's only option was to hold on to the ball and try and spike it off one of the Red Devils' legs.
Here's Patterson. She's going to let a 3 fly. It's no good. And with 14.3 to go, it will go back Vineland's way, and they'll look to make one more push before the half ends. 20 in the first quarter, 18 in the second quarter so far. We'll see if they can add any more. Under 10 seconds. Here comes Vineland. Ball is knocked loose, nearly taken away. Keeping it is the Fighting Clan, and now finally taken away. Patterson with 1 second. She'll put it up. Did she get it off? She did not. And it doesn't matter anyway, as it is no good. And Vineland will take a 38-14 lead into halftime. We'll step aside for a few moments here. The Fighting Clan leads the Red Devils big in the Audubon Holiday Classic on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting.
Is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that our friends, family, and anybody who we hold dear in our lives is feeling well. The problem with spotting mental health issues is that the symptoms aren't that obvious. Just because someone is okay or appears okay on the outside doesn't mean that they're okay on the inside. It's important that if they are in distress, that they call the right people and they get the help that they need. And it is very important that we treat each other with respect, regardless of who you are or where you come from. But it is just as important that we treat ourselves with respect, regardless of the situation going on in our lives. If you're in distress, you can call this number, 988, or you can visit any of these websites if you're not in distress, but would like to learn more information about mental health awareness and research. Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of dog professional wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place, and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
then book dog wrestling so you can witness true primal fear. Woo!
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
BB and Copsetta trading a couple looks. They know what's going on. Full count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Just like they drew it up in Hollywood. Caladros, the 3-2. Swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons in the Ralph Shaw Classic 26th annual. They are back on top for the first
As we welcome you back to the home of the Green Wave, Audubon High School, for the Audubon Holiday Tournament Classic. You're watching coverage on it on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Thanks for joining us, Colin Morris, Jake Clark, on the call with you this morning. And Jake, so far it's pretty obvious it's been a dominating first half.
Yeah, it's been a dominating first half here for the Vineland Fighting Clan. They've done just about everything right, and it really starts with the amount of turnovers that they've been able to force and the amount of steals that they've been able to get throughout that first half, really in that first quarter, because they did an excellent job of working that full court press to a T, and you have to hope, if you're a Vineland fan, that things stay the same in the second half.
Well, right away, Keziah Patterson, who has really been the only source of offense for the Red Devils this morning, converts on a layup right away. As there's a good pass from Tucker right away to Janelle Sampson, who continues to score well for the Fighting Clan, and a foul right away. Patterson looking to take it all the way home again for the Red Devils. And like I said, Patterson starting things out well for Penns Grove. If they're just going to want to try to make this game competitive and try to shy away from that 30-point almost kind of mercy rule that the NJSIAA has implemented. This is going to be a 3 for Patterson, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bonu Salas. Bonu Salas taking it up, looking to take it all the way home. Covered by Washington, the foul, and couldn't get it to go. But Bonu Salas will go to the line for the first time in the second half. It was solid coverage from Washington, but just couldn't complete the defensive stand.
And it's something that we've got to keep an eye out on, because, again, both teams were in the bonus. There were a lot of fouls in that first half. We even saw one player foul out in the first half. So both of these teams are going to have to keep an eye on how many fouls each player has as we get deeper and deeper into this second half.
And if we just saw, you can say a player fouled out, whatever. Bonu Salas converts on both. You can say a player fouls out and whatnot. However, for Penns Grove, it's Janiah Cummings, who is one of the more impactful players on this Red Devils team, the junior center. So that's obviously a big loss for the Penns Grove offense and defense. She holds it down on both sides. But now here's Tucker taking it down the far side. She'll put it up, the foul in, got it to go. Takira Tucker finishes the lay and will go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
This is what Vineland has done so well this game that has really separated them from the Red Devils, is the fact that they've been able to get out in transition, scrap up loose rebounds, force turnovers, and score before the defense gets set.
As Tucker could not finish it, but Bonu Salas got it back. It's put up by Ramirez, no good. Now Tucker trying to get over to it before it gets out of bounds, and now they're going to say it was out of bounds, I believe, on Patterson, so they're going to let Goff inbound. Goff to Tucker. Tucker's going to look to work in, and now knocked free by Patterson and rebounded by Newman. Newman to Patterson, covered by Goff. There's Sampson. Now here goes Patterson. She's just going to throw one up. It's off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Tucker. Here goes Takira Tucker again, looking to make a move in the paint. We'll put it up again, the foul. And Takira Tucker just continues to work in the paint and provide electricity for this Vineland Fighting Clan offense. She'll go back to the line with 6:28.
Well, her ability to go coast to coast, Colin, is truly impressive. To be able to grab a defensive rebound, sprint all the way up the court, and go from one end to the other, now drawing the foul, sometimes getting the basket to fall, has certainly been impressive. And again, that's what Vineland has done really well. When they haven't caused a turnover, they've done a good job of collecting these loose rebounds and getting out on the break.
And she goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's inbounded from Washington to Patterson. Here goes Patterson, working hard on Sampson. Good move to get past the half-court line, and now a foul on Janelle Sampson. So a couple early fouls for Penns Grove, but Vineland responded with a couple of their own. 6:20 to go. The clock will stop. It's a exactly 30-point lead for the Fighting Clan. Washington will inbound from Patterson. Now back to Washington. A long two. It got deflected And now a good rebound from Tucker. Good pass up top to Banu Salas. Now out to Goff. Now to Banu Salas again. It's deflected off of Washington. And now they're going to say it was out of bounds on Washington.
Just the quickness that Vineland moves with. Again, I feel like I sound like a broken record here in the second half, but 2 minutes in, Vineland has done such a good job, and you see a bunch of red jerseys getting out in transition.
There's Goff to Banu Salas. There's a long two. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Michaela Washington just going to take it herself. With Patterson is taken away by Alexia Banu Salas. Is going to take it up, put it up, and good. Alexia Banu Salas continues to work hard in the paint. She was out for most of the second quarter, taking her time to rest, but in the third quarter, you'd have to imagine Coach Cornwell is looking to bury this game and kind of get it to that deficit they need to get it to feel comfortable with most of the backups in and finish it out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and again, the basket by Banu Salas was scored off of a turnover by Penns Grove. Vineland doing an excellent job of racking up the steals.
Banu Salas, good pass to Tucker. It was deflected, but not before a foul. I believe it was on Patterson. And it was. And like you said, Jake, they're going to have to keep an eye because they've already lost Cummings. And, you know, Keziah Patterson is not going to be another person that you're going to want to lose due to foul trouble.
Yeah, and that's her fourth foul now, something that Penns Grove has to keep an eye on. Only one more to play with, and still fairly early here in the second half with 5:15 left to go in the third.
Banu Salas gets another one to go, and Penns Grove with just no answer. A 50 spot for Penns Grove with 5 minutes in the third quarter. Now Patterson's going to throw it up, no good, off the front iron. Here comes Tucker. Pass up to Sampson. She was turned around the wrong way, and now they're going to get her for a travel. She was faced the wrong direction as Tucker the pass was on her back side of her right shoulder, and she was unable to turn around and continue the dribble in stride. It will go Penns Grove's way.
I still like the idea there from Tucker to try and get the ball up to Sampson. Unfortunately, Sampson just a little bit turned around and on the wrong side of where the pass was, and as a result tries to get it, was moving too fast, and a travel was called. But those minor mistakes shouldn't hurt you with the lead as big as it is.
Patterson let a three go. It's no good. Rebounded by Vineland and now taken up by Wallace. Here comes Wallace looking for anyone. Now over to Tucker. Tucker wanted to let a three go. Now she's going to let a long two go. It's no good. Missed the rim. And now here comes Patterson on the fast break. No one in the area. Patterson will lay it up and got it to go. 4:25 to go. Patterson completes the fast break, and Penns Grove just looking to stay in it any way they can. Here's Wallace up top. Wallace, a good pass to the inside and intercepted by Washington. Here comes Patterson again. She might just look to take it all the way home again, and now she cannot before she loses it. Here comes Tucker. Getting back, there's Washington. Tucker will put it up and good. With 4 minutes to go, a Vineland timeout, so a turnover by Wallace taken right back by Tucker, and Vineland converts with 3:58 to go. We will step aside. You're watching Audubon Holiday Tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Welcome back to the home of the Green Wave, Audubon High School on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. This broadcast is brought to you by RCSJ Gloucester, the premier community college of New Jersey. Become a Roadrunner today for athletic recruitment at rcroadrunners.com and visit rcsj.edu for academic information. Here's right away. There's Patterson just throwing one up. It's no good. Rebounded by Vineland. There's Tucker taking it up now. Tucker trying to get anything going for Vineland here now. Good pass from Tucker, going to throw it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Wallace. Wallace looked to kick it out. Now it's intercepted here by Newman.
Looks like they got the foul against Tucker as Newman was working out in transition. Not a bad foul. In the NBA, you'd see that as a transition take foul, which resulted in a technical free throw. But here in the NJSIAA, and I mean in the NBA for a very long time, there was no technical free throw associated with that. I think that's a smart move there for both of these teams. I mean, they're in foul trouble a little bit, but, you know, if you're Penns Grove, there's a lot of points being scored in transition by Vineland. You can just foul them as they're going up the court. The only other thing I can think of is if there's a clear path foul, which would potentially be if somebody has a wide open lane to the basket. But regardless, I mean, something that Penns Grove might have to consider with being down big here.
Patterson with a good look, tried to kick it out in the lane, but nothing doing for Penns Grove. Now taken up for Vineland. It was Goff, and now to Wallace. Now over to Tucker. Tucker's going to let a three go, and count it. Tykira Tucker gets one to go. Finally, the first three of the day we've seen from either squad, and with 2:52 to go in the third quarter, Vineland with a 55 spot in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is the first three-pointer that we've seen, and now the clock will continue to run with it being 55-18. The NJSIAA implemented a new rule. If there's a 35-point lead at the half or in the second half will have a continuous running clock. It's a new NJSIAA rule for this year in high school basketball. We're getting to witness it firsthand in this matchup.
There's a shot for Vineland. It's no good. And now kicked out and taken away by Wallace. Now right back to Miles. And the foul. So Charila Miles, with 2 minutes to go in the third. As you said, Jake, the clock will continue to run on fouls, which will speed this game up. As we'll remind you again, we'll speed it up for the games following in the Audubon Holiday Tournament. Right after this, at 12:30, Morristown Friends takes on Hamilton in the boys consolation matchup. As Miles' first free throw is good, and although we say it's consolation, they're still big games, and we talked about that early on as well. And then at 2 p.m., it's the girls' championship. It's Deptford and Audubon. Jake will be back on the call with that, with the one and the only Dan Wilkins. And then finally, Gloucester Catholic and Audubon to round out the tournament and round out the day for the boys' championship. That one's put up by Washington, no good. Kicked out to Blackston. Blackston seeing excessive time today with Cummings out. Looked to get the pass under the legs of Sampson, now taken up. A shot, no good. Rebounded by Tucker, no good. And now a foul. And Tykira Tucker continuing to just work on offense for the Fighting Clan. The clock will run. This could be the last position we see in the third quarter.
This is interesting here because the clock continues to run with the free throws going up, something that typically takes a little bit of time. It's going to be interesting to see if the clock will run out as the free throws are going up. I don't think so. I mean, the officials hustled to the spot, and there's still about 25 seconds left to go, but something to really think about with the new rule.
So Tucker converts on both. So now Penns Grove is going to get one last possession here. 18 seconds and running. Here comes Patterson. Patterson will slow it down. Now looking to take it up. She's going to let a long two fly. It was blocked. And now putting it up no good off the fingertips. That one was off of the red. They're going to say it was off of Vineland, and now the quarter's going to end just like that because the clock won't stop. So with 3 quarters in the book, Vineland with a dominating 40-point lead. You're watching Audubon Holiday Classic coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. We'll be back with 8 more minutes of regulation basketball. Audubon High School in Audubon, New Jersey. Welcome back. Audubon Holiday Tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. This broadcast is brought to you by Gray Fox Sports, premier sports photography right in your backyard. Book Michael Taylor at grayfoxsports.net or Gray Fox Sports on Instagram. Our good buddy Michael over at Gray Fox, a friend of DWB, a friend of mine as well. Did some good things for my high school Highland over at Rowan in the Battle at the Beach Classic for high school football. This one's a long two for Vineland. It's no good. But the offensive rebound for Ramirez, now to Banu Salas, now out to Goff. Goff, trouble handling it, now to Feister, now to Ramirez in the paint. Oh, lay it up and good. So Vineland still with most of their starting five on the court with 7:30 to go in a 42-point lead in the third quarter. The Red Devils will take it up.
Well, regardless, really, really nice ball movement there by the Fighting Clan. From one player to another, they were able to find Ramirez, who was wide open for the basket.
Some contact there in the paint. Now it's going to be Ramirez on the court. A foul. Excuse me, that was Milana Golf, the freshman. 3 out of 5 freshmen starting for the Fighting Clan today, as we talked about earlier. Coach Cornwall enjoying that young core of Fighting Clan on this squad. 1 senior, 1 sophomore, 3 freshmen in the starting rotation. And all of them are out there except Sampson is the only one who has checked out, and she's the sophomore guard.
I think that goes for both of these teams. They both seem to have young cores, and that might be a reason for the early struggles. But right now for Vineland, if they're able to execute a press like that consistently throughout the year, as young as this team is, in the next couple of years and even this season, they could be a force to be reckoned with.
Neither free throws are converted on the rebound by Washington. Here comes Patterson, just going to put it up and good. Patterson got it to go right over Ramirez. Fighting to the basket hard. Patterson, the only source of offense for Penns Grove today. As Goff knocks over now to Ramirez, now to Banu Salas, who couldn't get it to go. The offensive rebound and puts it right back up. And that's kind of been the story of today. Banu Salas just dominating in the paint on offense and defense.
Yeah, not only doing a great job of on the offensive glass, but on the defensive side of the ball, accumulating a lot of blocks, defensive rebounds, and pushing the pace and transition for Vineland.
That one's thrown up no good, and we'll get a jump ball here. And it will stay Penns Grove ball. Washington the inbound to Patterson. Now back to Washington. Now out to Patterson. She's going to let a long 2 go. It's no good. Rebounded by Ramirez. Ramirez on the near side. As ball was knocked loose for a moment. Goff up top. Short reset. Covered by Patterson. Now it's a Feister. Now here comes Ramirez. Goff knocked away. Good defense from Washington on the block. And now Patterson will take it up. Covered by Leon. Washington's just going to throw it up. No good. Rebounded by Washington herself. And she'll go to the line for 2. Washington back to the line. 4:32 to go as the clock will continue to run. Just one final reminder before we conclude our first game of the day here. We'll be back in just a few moments at 12:30 where Morristown Friends takes on Hamilton. Now that might not start. Actually, it will not start right at 12:30 just because of the length of this game, but stay tuned on DWB Broadcasting for the link for that game. And then after that, the girls will take back the court for Deffert versus Audubon, the championship. And then it's Gloucester Catholic and Audubon to finish out the day. That is boys basketball as well, that final game. Here's Tucker, now looking to work in. The shot no good. Tucker will put it back up, no good again. Working on Washington. She kept it in bounds. Right to Sampson, who checked back in, and now a technical foul. That's going to be on Washington, and now she is hot on the far side, and She's just going to take a step away on the opposite side of the court to regroup herself.
Well, and with a big lead for Vineland and a big deficit for Penns Grove, things can certainly get chippy here as Tucker knocks down the free throw. And I think that's one thing that the officials have to keep in mind, as they don't want this game to get any more out of hand than it already is, and keep everything on the court and not let extracurriculars get too much involved.
And obviously just a frustrating morning for Penns Grove. They're going to fall to 0-5 after today's contest. Vineland will get their second win of the year. And a good pass there from Tucker to Miles on the finish with 2:30 to go. The clock will continue to run. That may have been the last we saw of Washington as she is checked out. Patterson will stay in. And now a timeout for the Red Devils as they will regroup with 2:16 to go. This broadcast is brought to you by the South Jersey chapter of the National Adult Baseball Association. Registration is now open for the spring of 2026 with over 20 teams across 4 competitive divisions. Sign up today at sjnaba.com. So once again, Audubon Holiday Classic tournament coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Colin Morris, Jake Clark of Rowan, Javier Harris, and Dan Wilkins on the crew today with you with 2:16 to go. The Vineland Fighting Clan with a dominating performance today for their second win of 2025.
And I think that the timeout being called there by the head coach of Penns Grove and head coach Denby has to be to tell the players, we've got to keep our emotions in check, right? We can't have too many technical fouls. We don't want somebody to get into an altercation where maybe they're suspended for a game or things of that nature. We don't want any more technical fouls, hard fouls, and the clock will continue to run. But again, a frustrating loss. The team that's going to go to 0-5. You want everybody available for your next game. And sometimes sports are a little bit more about than just what's on the floor. Coaches do a whole lot more than they realize, and this could be a very big teaching moment for Penns Grove as well.
And right on cue, you said with hard fouls, Rodriguez goes down, fighting for the ball right away. On the rebound there in a travel right away for Yasmin Cruz. And her short time checked in this morning, 1:10 to go. We might see about 2 or 3 more possessions here for either team as that one's inbounded to Miles. Miles stepped back and got it to go. So with 1 minute to go, the lead extends even greater than it already was. 66-20, Vineland lead, 50 seconds to go. Patterson will take it up, loses it right away, and goes right into the bench. Unable to keep it in bounds, will go back Vineland's way with 40 seconds. As we see some fans start to stroll in for the Morristown Friends and Hamilton game following the conclusion of this. Here's Tucker. And another foul on Vineland, and we'll go back the Red Devils' way with 9 seconds. We'll see if they get one last shot here. Patterson will take it up, guarded by Feister. It will stay in bounds for the moment. They'll just hold it, and that will do it from our first game of the morning here. Vineland with a dominating win to start. 1 of 4 games for the Audubon Holiday Classic Championship Sunday round, and Jake, all around, just the Fighting Clan just dominated start to finish.
Well, they got off to an excellent start right off the opening tip. A fantastic start in that first quarter, and Vineland never looked back. The full court press, the amount of steals they were able to get, their play inside the post, they were great at the free throw line. Just a truly dominant win for Vineland here today as they'll improve to now 2-3 on the season. And unfortunately for Penns Grove, just didn't have their best stuff today, and they'll drop to 0-5.
So that's all we'll have from Game 1 of the Audubon Holiday Classic. From our entire crew, our social media coordinator, Haley Mejia, our graphics crew, Caleb Lane, Carson Rosso, and Fisher Guyanoti, our producer, Javier Harris, my color commentator, Jake Clark, My name's Colin Morris. Thanks for joining us on DWB. We'll be back in a few moments with coverage of boys basketball, Morristown Friends, and Hamilton. But for right now, Penns Grove falls to the Vineland Fighting Clan 66-20.